Yo, what is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz Gaming, bringing you another video, Smash Bros. Related, obviously, pertaining to the character banner art. Yes, we're going to talk about it a bit more, and, well, you've seen the title. And I think, while I have some points, and these are not my points, I will give credit to the person who, brought this to my attention, brought this to a lot of people's attention. I'll give credit to them in just a second once I get there. I do want to say that I think it could be, a good point into debunking this actual character banner art, but I'll get there in a second. So first of all, what do you see on screen is the character banner artwork that was leaked, quotations. We don't know if it's real or not. A lot of people think it is, but so first off, I want to show you a image that is kind of spruced up a little bit. It's a bit clearer than the one we had before, because the one we had before was, well, really blurry. And yeah, so I got like a slightly, better image for you. And if I remember, which I should, I'll link this in the description below so you can see everything a bit better. There's still shadow. Banjo's render right there. Isaac appears to be kind of kneeling down, so that's kind of interesting to know. A lot of people thought Isaac was just kind of standing there, but nope. Isaac is in fact kneeling. Here's Ken, who's still bland as ever. Mock Rider, who maybe I'm looking a bit into this, but don't judge me. But right here where my mouse is, it looks like Mock Rider might be a little bit developed in the chestal area. So that kind of leads me to think potentially this could be a female version of Mock Rider, which would be pretty interesting. And, it's not something that really anybody talks about, but hey, if, that'd be a cool, interesting little detail, Some people think they see Skull Kid or Majora's Mask right here where my mouse is, kind of like the little heart-shaped, and then, of course, the white right here, the eyes. I can tell you that is not Majora's Mask. That is not Skull Kid. That is, in fact, the front of Mock Rider's bike, so yeah, sorry about that. But then, of course, Gino and then Chorus Kids. Yeah, so there you go. I'll, if I remember, I'll link that in the description. But why am I trying to debunk this? Well, let's go to the SmashBoards of all places. So the credit to this, finding all these inconsistencies that we'll say goes to the user of Von Rose. I don't know how to actually pronounce that, but credit to this person for finding all this stuff, eagle-eyed for sure. This is pretty cool stuff. So kind of came up with, let me think, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I guess we'll call inconsistencies. So here's like a side-by-side. The top one is the leaker's background image, and then the bottom one is the official one, the official background image that we do have. So kind of working off the two. So let's go back to the points, right? 8 points. So the first one, point A, the infamous smear is not on the official image. And you can tell differences. So like, I guess, I don't know what the official smear actually means. I've heard a couple of people say smear, but I didn't know what it meant. But I don't know if it's like referring to the cloud kind of, curving down to the right here, or kind of going up just a smidge. I mean, because the leaker one has it, I guess that could be the smear kind of going up towards the top here, or kind of smearing down, to the right. Inconsistency in the cloud detailing. And again, these are all small, but I'll get to that point in a second why, this could be bigger than normal. So, point B, point 2, a small dark cloud that is entirely absent in the leaked image. So back here. So B, start at the bottom from the actual image that we do have, that we know the background of for sure. Small little cloud. And these are side by side. I think I already said that, but right here, small cloud. And then go up here. It's just missing. It's not even where it's supposed to be, which is very bizarre. Again, it's a small detail, but if you are creating something, or trying to recreate something, there could tend to be just tiny details that you miss, and pointing stuff out like this can actually go a long way into debunking, any sort of leak, especially kind of this one, artwork style. So let's go to point C, or 3, whatever you want to call it. So the sharp the sharp of the water curves upwards on the leaked image but continues to run straight on the official artwork. Plus, he's not sure if it sees any of the evidence of the castle in the leaked image. Okay, so back to the photo. So what they're saying, so circled it here. Here's the real image on how it kind of, look at that. It's just kind of, for the most part, the edge of the, I guess you could call it a waterfall, is pretty much straight. Going up here, look at how it, let's get both of these in the frame here. But look at, so the edge of this is just kind of like weird, and it just kind of curves, not curves, but it just kind of like cuts backwards, which is weird. I mean, look, it goes, regular image goes straight across. This one kind of goes back, you know, it kind of like cuts off, which is weird. And go to the castle point, we can all see the castle right here in the real image, and then the fake image, it's really difficult. Where would the castle be? I mean, you should be able to see like parts of the, you know, towers from the castle sticking out. I'm not seeing that. Maybe kind of like right here I can kind of see something a bit, but it seems like it's a smaller castle. Why would the castle have to be smaller? Again, this is supposed to be the exact same image, right? So I don't know. Let's continue on. Point D, number 4. Let's see. This entire cloud on the official image seems to be missing and replaced with just blue sky on the leaked image. So point D. All right, here we go. So point D, cloud right here. You can clearly see it. Move up a bit. Same spot on the leaked image. It's just a blue sky. Something's clearly missing right there. Pretty peculiar, if you ask me. Why is there a cloud just completely missing? Very bizarre. Very bizarre. Absolutely. So, you know, another small detail. Yes, small detail, but small details can make up, you know, big points. So moving on, we got point E, number 5. The shape of the cloud is different with a clean diagonal cut on the image leak, but rounder on the official. So let's see. Zoom in. All right. Oh, that might be too much. All right. So let's look at them because I didn't really look at this. All right. So the fake one says, okay, so that's just a sharp image, just sharp. You know, nothing protruding out from it. You know, not too, you know, not much roundness to it. This one you can kind of see, you know, a little, I guess, a little cloud tail kind of hanging off there. It seems to be, you know, a thicker cloud. I mean, that's just flat. I mean, again, it is a blurry image, but that's hard to see. Definitely a distinct difference. Let's move on to point F here. Zoom out. Oh, this is difficult, zooming in and out and go back. But a lightning bolt appears to be missing entirely from the leaked image. So go to F here. F circled right here. So I believe they're saying, this person is saying the lightning bolt right here where I'm tracing with my mouse. I think that's what they're saying is going across, you know, horizontally in the picture. But if you go up to F, there's nothing there. There's nothing going across the screen. Another small detail that is missing. I don't know. This person's bringing up some good points. Definitely some good points. Definitely something that the average Joe like myself, I would not see this stuff. Definitely not see this stuff. But let's go on to the next one. Several dark structures are missing entirely from the leaked image. So what is it? What does that mean? Let's go. So G, where's G? All right. So yeah, definitely dark structures. I don't know if they're dark clouds or whatever they are. You can tell there's something there, but you go up to here. Again, blurry, but you'd still be able to make out something. There's no, you know, there's no dark figures in here. I mean, this whole part is dark, but different, you know, smaller dark shapes. There's nothing there. It's missing. It is completely missing. Nothing's there. Very weird. Very weird. Again, there's that, and here's that. And plus, the sky just seems a lot brighter. Also weird. All right, let's move on to the last point. Point H. Point 8, I guess we'll say. So, let's see. The shape of the crystals is clearly different. The official image has one large chunk in this area slanted to the left. The leak image has 2 chunks with a piece missing in the center and both pieces missing that leftward slant. All right, so the official image has one large chunk in this area. So let's just, there we go. All right, so go to H. down here. All right, so it's kind of, you know, just big, like maybe a small little crystal right here, and then bigger ones right here in the background. The two, I guess the one in the middle is definitely slanting. Let's go up here. Okay, there's definitely something missing. There's supposed to be a lot right here. Definitely. And these kind of seem like they're just one piece, when down here you can tell there's two separate ones. You know, 1, 2, you could say 3 in the background, and then 4 right here. So it should be like 4 different pieces at least, but this looks like it's one combined piece and then one piece. So it looks like it's just missing pieces entirely, which is also bizarre. Why would, okay, first of all these things, why would Nintendo need to create 2 different background images if they're just going to put characters in front? Like, I don't see, especially, you know, just for missing these tiny details, I don't think it's something Nintendo would really need to go out of their way to create for the background. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm not understanding that. Why would Nintendo need to create 2 different ones? You're just going to slap on a bunch of you know, characters on it. And speaking of that, slapping on characters to the artwork, check this. So here's another thing. So a lot of these things are spots on the banner where characters are actually taking up the space. So so think about it this way. If you're recreating an image yourself and you know something is going to be blocking a certain part of that image, you don't necessarily have to go into too much detail and recreate it perfectly because, well, no one's going to see it. So all these points, very strange, I might add. Does this help? This does not help. This does not help. But it's a lot, like, I mean, look, like the crystals would be back here. Crystals are completely blocked. Those little black, weird shaped, I guess, objects or clouds, can't see those. Those are, you know, not there. Castles in the background, can't see much of that. So I mean, it's a lot of stuff that it's in the background that you don't need too much detail on, especially if something's blocking its way. So I'm thinking this is, you know, I'm thinking this is a bit more fake. I was on the fence. I was pretty much 50-50 on this image, and yeah, I'm starting to believe this might be a bit more fake. So some people like to point out, well, okay, the leaker had the background image, right? That kind of leads to some, you know, I guess credibility. You know, why somebody behind the scenes definitely would have something like this, right? It's not something that's out in the public. Well, hold on. The background, the characterless background image, here it is from an event right here. I believe this is right before all the characters actually start popping up on screen. It's here. It is here. It's out there. So it's something that somebody could, I guess you could say, copy paste. It's something that somebody could recreate because they have the visualization right here. They can go off of it, go into Photoshop, whatever tools or programs that they would use, and they can recreate it. It's a thing. It is here. It is possible. So it's not like it's just somebody in you know, behind the scenes that has this and it's super special, secret, you know, imagery. This is out there for people to, well, use and kind of recreate in their own right. So again, I don't know. I'm starting to think this might be a bit fake. I'm leaning a bit more towards fake, like I said, but I guess what I'm also I guess one more thing I want to say is, well, while there might be some consistencies, and in this picture, 8 of them, I know it's not entirely enough to debunk the whole thing. And, you know, I mean, like I was saying, it's spots on the map or the background portrait where a lot of stuff is getting just blocked, so you don't need that much detail, and you can be wrong about it if you are recreating this to be fake, or not. You're not creating it to, I guess you are creating it to be fake, but trying to pass it off. There's just spots you don't need to focus on. You can miss details if you are trying to fake something. I mean, look at that. There's the character banner right here. It's just full of just mass and blobs and shapes and colors. You don't need the background images if you're creating a fake one. So, I mean, what I'm trying to say is, the image is out there for people to take and then use in the background and create a very elaborate hoax. And, you know, if this is indeed fake, this is probably the best fake Smash imagery that I've ever seen in my life. So, yeah. So going back to my point, while there are, 8 inconsistencies and it doesn't benefit Nintendo to make multiple of these background banners, especially for just small little details that doesn't essentially matter at all. Yes, it's not enough to completely debunk this, but it has to be, some sort of, it's got to give it, a dent in its armor, a kink in the chain, it's definitely a point against it, I would say. So, I mean, there's a little more evidence that this could have been faked. It's easy, I don't know. That's just kind of what I'm thinking of. Some people are saying, well, it's actually 2 different background images. So, of course, there's going to be, okay, so on the official Smash website, at the top, it's got the scrolling banner with all the characters. And that has the same background, but there could be inconsistencies. But no, it's one long imagery that just rotates. So it's going to be the same image. It's going to be the same background, just scrolling across the screen the entire time. There's nothing that would be different about it. They don't need 2 separate ones. It's just one long background, and they put it on loop. So there's nothing different about the background for the Smash Bros. Website. That image loop. There's nothing different. Okay, but I think I've kind of made a few points. I know this is just a lot of talking, and some people are just gonna pass it off as, nope, this is still real. It's, and I get it. It's definitely very plausible, very, very believable. I'm still iffy on it. I'm starting to lean a titch more towards it being fake. I don't know. This Van Roos person on SmashBoards that did this, incredible work. All credit goes to this person for finding all these inconsistencies. So very cool, very good work. And yeah, I'm starting to be on Team Fake. I don't know. We'll find out. Hopefully Nintendo releases some sort of direct, some sort of info. Just basically all we need is one character. Okay, well, maybe not Shadow or Ken, but give us one character. Show us the character artwork banner then after they get revealed, and we can put this whole thing to rest. Either the next character is pretty much going to confirm the actual, if this leak is real or not. So, yeah, I guess that is all I got. I just wanted to kind of bring you some sort of debunking video. Again, it doesn't fully debunk it, but it definitely, I think, in my opinion, it hurts the leak. It definitely hurts it. So, anyway, that is all I got for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I guess hopefully we catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.